At the start of the season, I would have considered the Sydney Roosters to be one of the favourites to take out the 2021 NRL season. Fast forward to current day, and they are a long shot at winning the premiership. Melbourne Storm have been absolutely dominant. Manly have come from nowhere, and the Penrith Panthers are always going to be there as well. But who could have really seen the Roosters' downfall coming? And I say downfall, and there's still a chance of making the top 4. But who could have seen all of the injuries? Actually, I say injuries, but more so, who could have seen the retirements happening? They had Brett Morris who retired mid-season. They had Jake Friend and Boyd Cordner didn't even play. And then you add in all the other injuries. Guys like Luke Keary, Lindsay Collins, both out for the season. I think it's safe to say that 2021 has not gone to plan for the Roosters. But I thought it'd be fun to jump onto Rugby League Live 4 and play with what I think is their strongest side. Now, I'm not going to be including Boyd Cordner and Jake Friend as they didn't even play a game in 2021. But I'm going to be including Brett Morris because he was playing up until an injury. And in fact, he was absolutely killing it. I think he was leading the try scorers at the time. But yeah, we're going to be jumping on the Rugby League Live 4. We're going to be playing with the strongest Rooster side possible. And we're going to be taking on Queensland. Now, I think it's a bit of a random matchup, but I think it is a nice matchup. Initially, I was going to be playing against Melbourne, but I thought I'd been playing too many games against Melbourne. So we're going to be going back to the Origin sides, back to Game 3 side of Queensland, the team that beat New South Wales, and see if I can beat them with the Roosters. Now, we're going to jump on to Rugby League Live 4 in a second, but just before we do that, I want to give a special shout out to Drum Clothing. They've been nice enough to support the channel, and they have some really, really nice clothing. I've been wearing the beanie a lot in particular, and I even saw some people in the comments said that they bought the beanies as well. So I would highly recommend the clothing. They specialize in surf, skate, and streetwear. Definitely go check them out. Link is in the description for the website. Go and check out Drum Clothing. Now we've got that out of the way. Let's jump on to Rugby League Live 4. So you can see we're on Rugby League Live 4, the Stadium Central Coast, NRL match type, version difficulty, 7-minute halves. I'm just going to run through the lineups here because it's easier to see. So here is the strongest lineup in my opinion for the Roosters. You've got Tedesco at fullback, Supo and Brett Morris on the wings. In the centers, Joey Manu and Josh Morris. I know Josh Morris recently got dropped and then obviously he's come back into an injury. In fact, picked up an injury himself. But I think he is the second best centre at the club, and especially with Brett in the side, I think you'd have both of them in. You got Sam Walker and Luke Keary. Now this is the interesting one because Sam Walker probably got a shot because Luke Keary went down, and then Lachlan Lamb went down, I think, in the same game. So he only really got a chance because of the injuries. But I think if you look at the actual strongest side, I think Sam Walker and Luke Keary, I think going forward, I think that'll be the halves combination. So I think the logical thing is to have both of those guys in the side. We then have Maria Hargreaves, who's having a really great season. Lindsay Collins, I think, would have been the prop. At least would have been in the side for sure. We've got Sam Verrills there as well, who missed large parts of the season. They've been playing like 3rd and 4th stringers at hooker. I think Angus Crichton, probably the best second row in the comp. Tupouniua's been really good. Victor Radley, arguably one of the best locks in the comp. And then in the bench, I thought utility, Drew Hutchison's been pretty versatile for them. He's a big body. I feel like he's obviously a starter when he's been playing because of the injuries, but I feel like out of all of the other sort of Lachlan Lambs and Adam Kieran's and such, even Joseph Suwali's and that, I feel like your utility would be Drew Hutchison just because he's big and he's able to play in the forwards. We have Isaac Liu. Okay, I was going to say Tupouniua, but he definitely shouldn't be there. We've got 2 of them. Need to sort that out. Who should we chuck in there? There we go, Nat Butcher. Nat Butcher's an easy one. And then we have Takiaho. That threw a little bit of a spinner in the works. I'm glad I checked the lineups because we would have had 2 or Tupouniuas, but Nat Butcher comes into the side. So that's what I think is the strongest Rooster side. Obviously, the Queensland side is the exact same that played in Game 3. You've all seen it. We all know who's in the side. Let's just get into the game. Alright, here we go. So Roosters up against Queensland. Like I said, you've already seen the lineups. I'm just going to skip all of this. So Valentine Holmes to get the game underway. There we go. Sydney Roosters up against Queensland. A matchup you'll never see, but it's a matchup you can only do on Rugby League Live 4. So here we are. That is a great start. Rory Hargreaves just dropping someone first run of the game. Angus Crichton. That's another great run. That's 2 solid runs to start the game. Tedesco. Oh, Tedesco. I thought he'd step in for sure. Radley through the middle, just using his speed there. Taysom Kalaponga too, gets around him. Tino makes the tackle. We're going to go to the left. Luke Keary. We got space here. Here we go. Oh, I thought we had way more space than what we actually had there. They shut that down real quick, Queensland. Kick pressure. They're going to be passing it to Tino. Tino taking the kick. Locks so often take kicks in this game. Oh my god. Okay, we're running out. Thought for a second there, I'm like, I don't want to grab this because I'm going to run over the sideline. And then Queensland came and picked up the ball and I was like, oh my god, what have I done? Thankfully, Val Holmes runs straight over the sideline as they do a lot of the time on this game. But we got very lucky with that one. Semi Walker feeding the scrum and gets it to Tedesco. We're going to go out the back to Luke Keary it is. He's got a little bit of speed, not too much, and obviously gets shut down very, very quickly. Joey Manu, one of the best centers in the game. Arguably the best center in the game, just one of the best players, period. Takes on Kalen Ponga, makes a line break. Oh, I was trying to get the pass away. I just didn't want to risk it because there's so many intercepts in this game. I thought for sure if I throw it, it's going to be intercepted, but I'm kind of half tempted I should have thrown that pass. And we get the ball again. Just took a big run with Joey Manu. Can we do it with Josh Morris? Yes, we can. J-Boss, go for the line. Josh Morris got dropped in real life, but he just dropped the Queensland side. We've opened the scoring with J-Moz. So fantastic start to the game. A pretty lucky 6 to go call, but we'll take advantage of that. And to be fair, I think we would have scored regardless. Here we go, Hargreaves. He's been unreal for us. Every single run he makes is a line break. Oh, get the ball! Get the ball! Oh, that's a nice offload. That is a nice offload. That was pretty lucky that we ended up making the tackle because I didn't make the tackle. I missed it. Pressure, Cherry Evans. Pressure, Cherry Evans. Okay, we don't pressure. Well, we kind of pressure him, but it's still a good kick. And they get the ball too. Kalen Ponga driven back though. We get very lucky there. That's a great opportunity for Queensland. Oh, Sam Walker through the middle. He's got support. Okay, this is not who I was trying to pass to. And I suppose it doesn't matter. It's just going to be an intercept. But still, it was just a missed opportunity. And Tino just wrecks our player. Tedesco hasn't really had much to do this so far in the game, but comes up with the tackle. Uh-oh. Make the tackle, please. Please, driving over the line. Okay, thank you. Brinson goes close, and also Munster going close. No, he's not even close. He's over the line. The one chance Queensland get and they score. And all comes from just a shoulder bar straight through. The fullback's nowhere to be seen. Literally, the fullback just standing behind the line. Fullbacks are just so bad in Rugby League Live 4. Like, it doesn't matter who you put there. They're just so ineffective. They can literally be 99 rated and you probably won't even see them. It's going to be Tino kicking again. This is his second kick of the game. Why are the locks doing that? Oh my god, this game. Here we go, Tedesco. Come on, Tedesco, take on Ponga. Go straight around Ponga. Can't get the pass off. Actually, it's going to be Tedesco. He's going to score. This is literally the only way you can score tries like that. When you have support there, you can't even get it to him. You just have to hope the rebound works, and it did for us. And Sammy Walker to get the goal from in front. There it is, 12-6. It's been a fairly decent game for us. I think we deserve the scoreline, but at the same time, Queensland haven't really been bad either. Go, B-Moz, up the wing. Why is there so much space? I just saw it and I was like, let's just pass to him. Let's see what happens. Just running legit straight. Just running straight. Do I just kick a cheeky little field goal here? I'm considering it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for a field goal. Let's just try and nail it. Sammy Walker has done that. Okay, we actually nailed it. And there's the field goal. There's just a little bit of an advantage. A 7-point lead. Just give us a little bit of leeway. And Sammy Walker to get the second half underway. 13-6. Bit of a weird scoreline. Okay, pressure. Okay. Oh, I was going to say no pressure. Instead, they just teleport and just ankle tap him. Ankle tap's so effective in this game, especially for the computer, but every now and again, we're glitched out. We are glitched out. I don't know why we're glitched out, because Nat Butcher's going there. Okay, put up a pretty decent bomb there. We're just going to chase through. Hopefully they make the tackle, and they do. That's a really, really good result. Driven back to Brent Morris. Brilliant stuff there. Makes 2 tackles in a row and drives them both back. I'll be honest, this game is really showing what the Roosters are actually missing in real life. Like, you see Brent Morris making big plays like that, and they just realize that he's never going to play ever again. And also, especially this season, they definitely needed him. Going to be kicking from their own 20. If they can even get the kick away, they kind of do. We score here. This is the nail in the coffin. It looks like it could... Okay, I was going to say, it looks like it could be now. Isaac Liu, probably not the man you want making line breaks, but regardless, a line break is a line break. Go. Oh, into a gap. It's Hargraves. If you just change the angle just a little bit, I think we're over. Oh, there we go. There we go. Dive! There we go. Isaac Liu. Just so much space there. Kalen Ponga couldn't stop him. Usually I just throw the pass and I force it, but this time I just passed it. I got it to the right guy who I wanted to, and we head over for the sealer. I think that's the sealer. I can't see them coming back, especially considering he kicked that field goal with Sammy Walker. 19-6. There is no coming back for Queensland. So far, Tedesco's done absolutely nothing, and yet we're absolutely dominating. It's not really what we want from Tedesco. It's like an okay run, but we need to get him more involved, but that's just how fullbacks are in this game. Here we go, up the wing. Chipping. Oh, why the hell did it start trying to do? I just tried to do a bloody field goal. I think I may have just pressed the circle button for just like half a second too long. And instead of a chip and chase, it did an actual field goal. There's the knock on. There is the knock on. And we get the ball. I should have tried to offload with B-Moz there. Well, actually, it was J-Moz. Let's try and get it back to Tedesco. Back through the middle. Okay, how did they step through? I tried to do a step and he doesn't even initiate it. So there we have it, a 19-6 victory over the Queensland side. I just got to say, I think this really emphasises how good this Rooster side could have been. I know now they're a pretty good side, but this just shows how good their side could have been if they had no injuries or retirements. Like, yeah, Brett Morris in there was super effective. Yeah, and the guys like Luke Keary, even the guys who retired corners. Honestly, it's such a shame with how things have played out because Melbourne have been so dominant. Even Penrith before the injury, we've seen how much injuries affected them. But at the moment, we're a couple of weeks out from the finals and it looks like nobody's going to beat Melbourne. But I truly think this side could beat them. We saw how they played in Rugby League Live 4. I played pretty good, but I think this was down to the team being really good. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end this one. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure to use the notification bell. Don't rely on the sub boxes. Nobody relies on the sub boxes. Use the notification bell to be notified immediately. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke and YT for the most part. My Facebook is just Mr. Luke, but everything else is Mr. Luke and YT. Also, shout out to Drum Clothing. They've been nice enough to support the channel, so go ahead and support them as well. And stay tuned for more content on the channel. I'll see you in the next video. See yous.